links to the various series we happen to be running, and quick link to TurnLeftTV as well. Also find out who's running what throughout the week. Visit us over at highoctaneracing.net. Oh boy, those guys having a little bit of fun. Take a look at Dana Grover. We're having a little trouble there, looks like, with the internet connection here, so hopefully we're still up and going. Looks like we are, but YouTube not receiving enough to maintain smooth streaming is what I'm hearing. Don't worry, I record this, so we'll get an upload here. Hopefully this thing will clear up. I don't know what is going on with my internet connection lately, but we're going to have a chat with somebody, that's for sure. Let's take a look at the track here at Sonoma, located just north of San Francisco, Sonoma, California. Little elevation change here. Length of this track is just under 2 miles in length. 10 turns and a tough one. Sonoma Raceway, always a challenge. Great road circuit. You either like it or you hate it. There is no in between. So a very challenging road course here, located in wine country in California. Get some more racing headed your way this weekend. Tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will be at Gateway Raceway for a 150-lap race. That egg-shaped oval located in Madison, Illinois, just outside of St. Louis, the other side of the river. Been there many times, and it's going to be a fun one, man. Race number 6 of the season, and it'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV. That's coming up tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on TurnLeftTV. All right, looks like these guys are headed over to the qualification session. So a little qualification headed our way. These guys try to get the best qualifying position they can get here. No caution flags on these road courses. So it's imperative to get a good spot in qualifications. Take a look at Franco Alvarez. The 83 car. Claudio Bardelli Jr. joining us in the chat session. Hopefully he's not going to get DQ'd again. I keep bailing him out. He's having some trouble getting out of the garage area. So Alvarez here for his first time lap. And I have a feeling here, judging from the practice session, that this time set up here for the 83 car Tire Pro sponsor machine is going to be the time to beat here. We'll see. Got a lot of practice laps here. Claire Philpott joining us in the chat too. Oh wow, Claire is hopefully enjoying summer break. I just started my class, so I'm not enjoying it too much right now. I'll tell you that, right? I'll be honest with you. Taking biochemistry. Graduate level biochem is kicking my butt right now. Franco Alvarez there in the 83 car. Wide off that turn. Now across the start-finish line, let's see what lap he sets down. 1:11.563. That is lightning fast. Lucas Simpner, he's likely to be pretty fast as well, so it's 5.63 is the time to beat. They're a little bit hard on the brakes on that last turn. Say second to last turn. 1:13 for Luca. Sean Jacobs, 1:19. He's got a little work to do on his run. Gordon Carter's been showing some speed here in this 56 car. Alan Boss joining us here too. I don't know who Alan Boss is, but hey, maybe I do. Gordon Carter in a high place moving sponsor machine. .1:15.451 is Gordon Carter's time. Can he nick into that time here on his second lap in the 56 car? Left-hander here into the start-finish line. Let's see where this is going to be. 1:15, 1:41 for Gordon Carter. Tim Lansbury. The 82 car, the Skyline Chili Ford Mustang. Left-hander here. Let's see where he lands. 17.874 for Tim Lansbury. A little work to do there for the... Wow, that is impressive. That is absolutely impressive for Tim Lansbury. My God. Got to give him a 9.9. Didn't see whether he stuck the landing or not.
A lot of soul.
Claudio Bardelli Jr. in the 19 car. Had a little trouble getting out of the pits. So we are, I think, just about done with qualifications. So these guys just about finished with that. And Noah Walker in here. So it looks like we are finished with quals. And that'll about do it there for the qualification session. We'll give the results here in just a minute. Again, thanks for showing up here and joining us on TurnLeftTV. All right, let's take a look at the qualification results here. Look at that, Franco Alvarez qualifies in P1. Lucas Sivner starts outside row 1. Art Vieta, Craig Bears on row 2. Gordon Carter, Dana Grover, row number 3. Chris Hughes, Dennis Unich in row number 4. Row 5 will be Ed Palumbo and Thiago Gomez. Claudio Bardelli Jr., Tim Lansbury start in row 6. Givaldo Spindola, John Stanley, row 7. Todd Robillard and Sean Jacobs start in row 8. And looks like we do have a 17th driver there, Gilmar Peixoto. So that's the qualification results. Again, thanks for coming in here. This is the High Octane Racing League Buschwackers Series, and it's race number 3 of the season, 40-lap race, and it is Sonoma. So, a bunch of chatters in here. Like, Noah Walker? My God, Noah Walker. You all right? Noah Walker. Claire's in here. I don't know who Alan Boss is, but Alan Boss in here as well. Good to see Alan, whomever you are. And then, of course, Noah. Claire, all those guys having a little watch party. Givaldo in here as well, and best of luck to him tonight. Saturday Night Thunder will be in action tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here from Sonoma. 40-lap race, and the race number 2 of the season. So should be a fun one. And the Saturday Night Thunder just kicked off last week at Gateway, and what a fun race it was. We're recording that stream up on YouTube if you want to check that out. This will be race number 2. Will not be broadcast. I'll be out of town for this one. My nephew has graduated high school, so I got to go to the open house for that one. It cost me a little bit of money, isn't it? Take a look at my keys to the race here tonight. Race the track. I say that every week. No, not every week. But this week, you better race the track. Shifting, man, I think it's really a premium here on how well you're able to get downshift and then get back up through the gears. Set up those passes, be patient, and then manage those tires. This thing can be a little tough on tires, but I think mainly is race the track here at Sonoma. Craig Marizon looking pretty fast here in the 60 car. If you're thinking about that Magpul Dynamics sponsor machine and his chance to win this race. All right, boys and girls, sorry, been a little busy here off camera. People sending me some messages, some of them kind, some of them not. All right, I think we're about ready to rock and roll here, boys and girls. Ready to get this party started. Sonoma Raceway tonight, and it is a 40-lap race. It's race number 3 of the season. Thanks so much for joining us here on TurnLeftTV.
Attention personnel, leave the grid now.
The starting order here tonight, we'll see who's going to qualify in P1. Who was it? Franco Alvarez? Starting order here tonight at Sonoma. Franco Alvarez in the 83 qualifies P1. Gordon Carter starts in the 2nd position. Artur Vieta starts 3rd. Craig Marizon will start in the 4th position. Starting in P5 will be Gordon Carter. Dana Grover starts 6th. Chris Hughes starts 7th. Dennis Unichin starts in the 8th position. Starting in P9 is Ed Palumbo. Thiago Gomez qualifies 10th, or starts in 10th. Claudio Bardelli Jr. 11th. Tim Lansbury 12th. Starting in 13th will be Givaldo Spindola. John Stanley starts 14th. Todd Robillard 15th. Sean Jacobs starts in the 15th position. 16th position, and starting in 17th is Gilmar Peixoto. "40-lap race here at Sonoma, and a very challenging track indeed. Just outside of San Francisco, a little north of San Francisco. A little north of Golden Gate, out there in wine country. Keys to the race here, race this track, man. This thing is challenging. Make sure you get up through and down back through the gears when you need to, man. A lot of shifting here. Set up those passes. Be patient, and tire management here at Sonoma. Pace car is off. Here we go, boys and girls. It's Sonoma. A couple of young guns there side by side to lead the field to the green flag. Is the 83 on the pole. Here we go.
Go, go, go.
We're green. Everybody sort of gets things sorted out here, and Artur Vieta a quick jump there, got around Lucas Simpner. Vieta now up to the 2nd position as Franco Alvarez. Our pole setter is the leader. Alvarez the leader, Artur Vieta now in 2nd, Lucas Simpner 3rd, Craig Marizon is in the 4th position, Gordon Carter in 5th. Ed Palumbo had some trouble there. Not sure what happened to Ed in the 54 car. He's back out on track, but something happened to the 54 car. There might have been some shenanigans there. Let's take a look. The 19 car dives underneath. Oh, gets into the 54 car. spins him. And then Tim Lansbury and, John Stanley got caught up in that as well. Tim Lansbury, he had a ringside seat for this. Take a look here. You see Bardelli Jr. dives down into the inside and gets into the 54 car. Tim Lansbury gets by. And then I think John Stanley got collected in that as well. It definitely looked like John Stanley got collected, and then Ed Palumbo has retired his machine. It looks like he has said, I've had enough of this, and got out. So now the 12, John Stanley right there would take a look, and he had made contact with Ed Palumbo as well. Franco Alvarez has Art Vieta all over the back of him right now. Just about 8 tenths separate the two of those guys. Now Art Vieta, you know, is going to be strong at this track. Vieta running in P2. Lucas Sinfer now back to the third position in that 21 car. Craig Marizon running in P4. Gordon Carter in the fifth position. How about that Gordon Carter, man, running in P5 in the 56 car. He's got a lot of laps here at Sonoma, and he feels like he's got a pretty good chance to come away with a really good finish here, if not get the race win. He's got Dana Grover all over the back of him. Dana Grover in the Toyota number 89 car. Look at the push. The 56 car. So a little Toyota versus Chevy in this action. Claudio Bardelli Jr. continuing to move up the field. Getting around that 7 car. The 7 car goes wide, and Bardelli Jr. gets by. So Chris Hughes now back to the 10th position as Bardelli Jr. up to P9. Alvarez a little bit loose there through that turn. Bardelli Jr. continuing to move up here now, battling the 26. Thiago Gomez gives Bardelli Jr. a lot of room, and the 19 car gets by. Franco Alvarez, our leader here in this 83 car. Good, solid effort for him. Lansbury now battling Chris Hughes. 82 car, Skyline Chili, Ford Mustang, now getting around Chris Hughes. And looks like Givaldo, he's going to get by as well. So Givaldo picking up a spot. Chris Hughes now back to the 12th position. Della Jr. continuing to move up the field as well. Dennis Schuderton in the 47 car. On the outside line as Bardelli Jr. gets by. Bardelli Jr. now up to the 7th position. Lovalite here in the 90 car. Take a look at Sean Jacobs here in the 24 car. Sean said he didn't feel real comfortable with the road course here at Sears Point, Sonoma, as you will, and felt like he just wanted to try to get a good finish. But right now running in the 15th position. So he's looking at maybe a points night here, and he's having a little bit of a challenge at this track. Thiago Gomez, he's wanting to get around. Bardelli Jr. gotten by the 47. Thiago Gomez in the 26 car. That Napa battery-sponsored Toyota now getting by. So now Thiago moves up a spot. Udici now falling back to the 9th position. Craig Bear's on here in the 60 car, running in the 4th spot. And that Magpul Dynamic sponsor machine. One car out of the race. Ed Palumbo out of the race. Got into a little scrape there with Bardelli Jr. and now decided to retire his machine. Take a look at Tim Lansbury. Tim Lansbury and Givaldo have been battling it out here since the start of this race. The 82 battling the 68 car. And Chris Hughes also in this mix too. Tim Lansbury running in P10. Givaldo running in the 11th position. Chris Hughes is running 12th. Dana Grover here in the Toyota running in the 6th position. Just ahead of him is Gordon Carter running in P5. So Grover continuing to show great efforts here in the Buschwackers series. Racing in this 89 Trax VR sponsor machine. Trax VR in the chat session usually in our... they are, man. They're cheering him on as well. So Trax VR... providing guys places to race or a place to race. They're located in Canada. Trax VR is, put your information there. Maybe some folks there. Oh, Dana having some trouble. Came off track. Dana Grover having a little trouble there in that Toyota, and he got into the wall. Wow, he's going to have some damage. He's going to have to get repaired to that machine. That was a hard lick there, straight into the wall. Take a look at this again. It looked like he was going for it. Oh, he got on the curb on the side, and wow, these curbs are a little tall. You got to be careful there. Givaldo, it looked like Givaldo's lost his connection. Looks like he'll be coming back. Gilmar Peixoto in a 3X car. Talked to him earlier this week about getting a car painted for him. He's chosen the 71 car. So we'll see what we can't. I know Franco is going to do some work and get some things painted up for him. So right now, Gilmar running in the 13th position. Artavieta here running in P2. Got 10 seconds back to the race leader. So the 4 car having a good run. Just needs to try to chip into that race lead that Franco Alvarez has. 2 guys out of the race. I think Givaldo trying to get back in. Robillard on pit lane. So Robillard, the first car to come down pit lane. This 90 car making a pit stop. So 90 on pit lane as Franco Alvarez continuing to lead. So Robillard is on pit lane in the 90. Take a look at Todd Robillard on pit lane here on lap 11. Feels like he needed to make some changes to this car, get some fuel in it, 4 tires, and get back out here on the track. Now showing 1 lap down. So a lot of time here for Robillard on pit lane. There may be some damage he's getting repaired to this machine. So a long time here on pit lane for Todd Robillard. Not sure what's going on with that crew. Now we see Alvarez coming up on some lap traffic as we see Robillard now finishing up his pit stop. Back out on track, so Robillard now back in the 15th position. A little bit of an early pit stop there for Todd Robillard. As we see the 83 trying to weave his way through traffic. Sean Jacobs in the 24, just ahead. And Jacobs now going a lap down. Sean is back to the 12th, or he's in the 12th position, 1 lap down. Take a look at Lucas Simpher here running in P3, the 21 car. Good run here for Luca, and Luca likes these road courses, man. Had a lot to say about this track, shared some information there to help some guys get a little bit better and maybe tweak his setup a little bit. He likes these road courses. 21 running in P3 here on lap 12. Craig Marizon running in the 4th position. So a good run here for the 60 car. He's back after having some computer issues. And now he's gotten things figured out. And this Magpul Dynamics sponsor machine now back in the 4th position. Good solid run here for the 60 car. John Stanley has he got an eventful night here early on. And he and Ed Palumbo got together. John Stanley in the 12, diehard sponsor machine. Stanley Tools, diehard battery sponsor machine. Now running in the 13th position. Givaldo Spindola on pit lane now. Looks like he has been able to rejoin, but he is on pit lane. Coming out of the garage area here. Back out on track. Alvarez indicating he's going to be coming down to pit this time by. So on board here with Franco Alvarez. Oh, a little tough there on those curbs. I mean, they are pretty steep. This is an RF1 conversion. These curbs are a little bit steep here at Sonoma. So Franco Alvarez indicating he's going to be coming down pit lane this time by. And there he is on pit lane. Gordon Carter indicating he's going to be coming down pit lane too as we are catching Artur Vieira. As Alvarez on pit lane, I think Artur Vieira is on pit lane as well. So pit stops underway for the leaders. As we take a look at Lucas Simpner, now our race leader. Alvarez on pit lane. A lot of time there for Alvarez. Now back out on track in the 83 car. Now on cold tires, you got to make sure you're careful here. You do not want to get yourself in trouble here on a cold set of tires. Don't forget the High Octane Racing League IndyCar Series will be back in action tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at Gateway Raceway. So it's race number 6, and it's a 150-lap race. Should be a fun one there at Gateway. And that's the High Octane Racing League IndyCar Series. It'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV. Saturday Night Thunder will be in action here at Sonoma for a 40-lap race coming up tomorrow. It's race number 2 of the season. And the Saturday Night Thunder, a very storied program. 22 years this thing has been going on. So Sonoma hitting you in the face tomorrow in the Cup Series. And that's 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we take a look at Lucas Simpner still continuing to lead. Maybe he's trying to stretch this out, save some fuel, stretch this out, and maybe make this a one-stop race. Can he do it? Dana Grover is on pit lane now as we see the 89 car finishing up his pit stop, coming back out on track. Should say now diving into his pit stall there. I should know what I'm doing, huh? Dennis Udichin also pitting here in the 47 car. Simpner has still not made a pit stop. Simpner now starting to roll up on a little bit of lap traffic there as you see Thiago Gomez just ahead. Gomez running in the 13th position, going to give a lot of room to the 21 car. 21 showing maybe his hand here that he might have a car that can make this on one stop. And this is what he's known for. He's known for these fuel mileage races. So the way it's worked out now, it looked like 12 car coming off track there just a little bit. The way it's worked out now is it looks like that Lucas Simpner, whoa, man, might have a one pit stop race in him. And Franco Alvarez goes around. Oh, those guys get together there. Tons of action there as Alvarez trying to squeeze his way through. And there was contact between Simpner and John Stanley. Holy smokes, that got interesting. Take a look at this replay as we watch this 83 car trying to work his way through. And then, oh, man, I don't know what happened there. The 12 car may have missed his corner entry on that one. But Simpner got sideswiped. Watch here. We just tried to get on the brakes, and the thing just kept on going. And there was contact as Simpner now tried to get around as Franco Alvarez gets around. Now Simpner's going to have a little bit of damage. He's going to have a little bit of damage there as Franco Alvarez is our leader. But Alvarez, here's the thing I'm thinking about here with respect to Franco Alvarez. He pitted earlier. Will he have enough room or enough gas to make it to the end? I really don't think so. Simpner now going to have a little bit of damage to this machine. But I think Simpner, the way he's looking with this, is he might be a one-stop pony here. John Stanley indicating he's going to be coming down pit lane. Franco Alvarez is the leader. Now John Stanley coming down pit lane, I believe. Sean Jacobs also on pit lane. So John Stanley on pit lane. Sean Jacobs on pit lane. Artevieta running in the third position. We'll take a look at our side-by-side here. Is Artevieta running in P3. Pretty good run here for him. He's been fast since the get-go, but we'll say that Simpler got around, or he got around Simpler at the beginning, and Simpler's been able to reel him back in and get back by. But nonetheless, Artevieta might be another one of those drivers that's trying to make it on just one stop. I've not got any indication that he's made a pit stop. John Stanley back out on track after making his pit stop. He is running in the P13, so had a little bit of damage he's going to have to get, he got repaired on that pit stop. John Stanley now running in the 13th position. Just ahead of him is Sean Jacobs running in P12 in the 24 car. So the 24 Vulcan sponsor machine running in the 12th position. Dennis Schuderson running in P11 in the 47 car. Pretty close battle there between he and Tim Lansbury. Lansbury just ahead. In the 82 car. So you're looking out of the back of Tim Lansbury's machine at Dennis Schuderson in the 47. Lansbury running in the 10th position. Looking to get a good finish here. The top 10 run for that Skyline Chili Ford Mustang. Tiago Gomez running in P9, wherever he's at. There he is. That Napa sponsor machine. And a good run here for him. So top 10 run. Dana Grover in the 89 car, running in P8. It's been a good run there for Dana Grover. Gordon Carter's lost a couple positions here since we started. He is now finding himself back in the 6th position. Now Chris Hughes is on pit lane. Claudio Bardelli Jr. also on pit lane. So these guys might be some one-stoppers. As we're taking a look at Gordon Carter, high place moving sponsor machine. Getting Chris Hughes in the 7 car on pit lane here on lap 22. We don't need that. Wrong key. Fire the broadcaster. Gordon Carter letting Franco Alvarez go by. Franco running in the lead here, and I think he's going to have to make another pit stop. I really do. I think Simpler is in a situation where I think he might be able to make it on just one stop. So we take a look at Lucas Simpler running in the 3rd position. Really think, something's brewing there with the 21 car. Something's going on there. Working the math, trying to figure it out. Artvieta had made that pass just a few moments ago on Luca Sinfiner. Luca was on pit lane, I believe. So Lucas finished up his pit stop. You see Artvieta now in the second position. So there we go. The answer to the question about Luca is that he has made his pit stop, and now he's back out here and maybe looking at just a one-stop race for him. Franco Alvarez, team swoop in the 83 car. Our leader. Big lead there over Artvieta. Lucas Sinfiner in second. Marizon third. Gordon Carter back up to the fifth position. Dana Grover in sixth. Claudio Bardelli Jr. running in the seventh position. Haven't talked too much about Claudio. Running in P7 here in the 19 car. Had a little trouble there in the practice session getting that car out on the track, and he finally had it figured out. And got a few laps in there before practice session ended. So Bardelli Jr. here in the 7th position in the 19 car. Switching over to the Ford this season and running the 19. Gave up the 91 and now running the 19 car. Dennis Udichin and Tim Lansbury having a good battle here. Udichin in the 47 car, Lansbury in the 82. Might have been a little swap and paint there as Udichin's going to get by. Taking over the 9th position, Tim Lansbury back to P10. Udichin here in this Toyota. Looking pretty solid in the 47 car. Lansbury back to the 10th position in that 82. Good battle here between the two of those guys. Good clean racing there between the 82 and the 47. Alvarez now rolling up on the 24 car. Now getting by as Sean Jacobs down 2 laps. Jomar Peixoto's retired his machine, so tough break there for Jomar. Not getting any word that he has gotten disconnected from TeamSpeak there, so maybe just lost his connection to the race. Those guys have had some issues there as far as connections. Take a look at Luca Sinfiner there in the 21. Luca running in the 3rd position. It's going to be interesting to see how this works out for tire strategy, or excuse me, fuel strategy, as the 83 definitely going to have to come back down pit lane. Vieta running in the 3rd position. Sinfiner running in 4th. Excuse me, Vieta running in the 2nd position. Sinfiner running in 3rd. Marizon 4th. Take a look at Craig Marizon running in the 4th position in the 60 car. Gordon Carter running in P5. And then high place sponsor machine. He is 1 lap down. Take a look at Todd Robillard here. He said didn't feel very confident at this track, just wants to get the best finish he can get. Right now running in P4 or P14. John Stanley just ahead of him in the 13th position. It's like Jomar is out of the race. Givaldo running in the 16th spot in the 68 car. Going to end up picking up another position here, I think, as Jomar out of the race, it looks like. But 83 indicating he's going to be coming down pit lane here, so this is interesting. So the 83 definitely has to make a pit stop. So on board here with the 83 as he tries to figure out the math of winning this race on 2 pit stops. This will be interesting to see how this shakes out as Franco Alvarez is on pit lane. Arcivieto running in the second position, I assume, will take over the race lead. Alvarez has got a lot of room here to breathe. A lot of room to breathe here because he had a big leg worked up before he came down pit lane. And Arcivieto getting by. It looks like Arcivieto coming down pit lane as well. And that's going to bring us out to Lucas Sifter. As Alvarez has finished up his pit stop. Bardelli Jr. having some trouble there. Looks like Bardelli Jr. had some trouble. Take a look and see what happened to Claudio. Oh, man, he just got a little bit loose there as he came around the right-hander, or excuse me, left-hander, and then entered that right-hander. He was a little bit loose. Maybe some braking issues there. The 83 gets by. Bardelli Jr. now down 1 lap here in the 19 car in P7. Now Alvarez there starting to roll up on some more lap traffic there as Dana Grover just ahead in the Toyota as Franco Alvarez looking to try to find a place to get around cleanly. And does get around Dana Grover. John Stanley in the 12 car picking up another spot here as Sean Jacobs on pit lane. So John Stanley now up to the 12th position. Sean Jacobs making a pit stop. Dennis Yudichin also on pit lane. Yudichin finishing up his pit stop, coming back out on track. We take a look at Dennis Yudichin in the 47 car. 89 car indicating he's going to be coming down pit lane. So Dana Grover, and I heard Dana Grover here in the 89 car indicating that he's going to be coming down pit lane. 12 car also coming down pit lane. So getting some word here with about 10 to go that these guys are making their second pit stops. And Grover, you can tell those tires are really, really eaten up. He's having trouble getting this thing wound up in the turns. So the 89 Dana Grover Tracks VR sponsor machine will be bringing this car down on the pit lane. I believe that's what I heard. There we go. Oh, man, that was a tough entry there for the 89 car on pit lane. Well, I don't think Franco Alvarez needs any more pit stops here. I think he might have enough to make it to the end. Simpler running in the second position. Vieira is in third. I thought Simpler with the with the one-stop strategy might have the winning formula here, but Franco Alvarez, 2 pit stops under his belt. He's just been lightning fast here tonight. Got Robillard on pit lane, taking some service. Looks like he's finished up his pit stop here in the 90 car, coming back out on track. Robillard now in the 14th position. So very fast here for Franco Alvarez in the 83 car. Siffler second, Vieira third, Marzon fourth. Claudio Portela Jr. running in the 5th position. You can look at Thiago Gomez. He is on pit lane taking some service. Looks like Tim Lansbury on pit lane as well. Lansbury, the 82, finishing up his pit stop, coming back out on track. So just do not want to get caught speeding. Not at this stage of the game. Try to preserve everything you can. And here we go, the 82 back out on track. Skyline Chili Ford Mustang now finds himself in the 11th position. Sean Jacobs running in P12 here in the 24 car. Really been pretty vocal about his, not liking road courses all that much. Pretty good job at him, though. He is more of an oval driver, that's for sure. But Sean's been with High Octane Racing League for, we're looking at somewhere around 20 years. 24 car Cal U sponsor machine. Son plays baseball for Cal U. Cal U of Pennsylvania, I should say. Great baseball player, so I know he's been loving watching his son play baseball. John Stanley here in the 12 car, a little bit of right side contact there as he crosses the start-finish line here on lap 33. John, one of our Canadian drivers, and I kind of wondered about John here with it. They've had he lives over on the east coast of Canada. I know they've had over on the eastern seaboard, Canada, and also down in pretty far south into the United States. Have been having a lot of trouble there with the fires and the smoke. I shouldn't say the fires. I should say just the smoke from the fires. And I've been wondering about him, actually. I know he does a lot of camping, so as you see the 83 car going by, wondering how that was impacting the 12 and where he lives and his desire to go camping. Hopefully everything is okay in that area of the world. Thiago now coming back out on track after finishing his pit stop. Alvarez in the 83 car. Big lead there for him as Simpher running in second. Vieta third. Marzon fourth. Bardelli Jr. fifth. Chris Hughes on pit lane here late. Now he's had some trouble, it looks like. Chris Hughes, I believe, might have had some trouble here. We'll take a look, and he's missing the front of his car. Definitely some problems there with Chris Hughes. You know, we missed whatever happened to him, but he is missing the front of his car. He's had a lot of trouble here, and now he's on pit lane taking service. Now, what you want to see when you are about 6 laps from the finish of this race. Take a look at Lucas Simpher there. We thought that one-stop strategy might be the key, but he is running into second position. We know he's going to be able to make it to the end. One stop there, but a little bit too slow to be able to make to take advantage of that. As a 21 car on his way maybe to get a P2. Here, 5 laps to go. Alvarez crossing the start-finish line. Now 5 laps to go for the 83, and he's off the track here. Little trouble for the 83 car. The only hiccup we've seen out of the 83 here tonight, and he came off track. So maybe some handling issues for the 83 car. We'll take a look, see what happened to the 83. Just missed a turn, I believe, right there. Just missed a braking point, came off track, and gets that car back on the track with no harm, no foul. Go out here and look out of the front of Chris Hughes' machine. You see the smoke right there. Hughes is thinking, what happened? Hey, there's no track over there, bro. Chris Hughes getting out of the throttle, making sure he isn't a part of that. So Franco Alvarez having a little bit of trouble here late in the race, and maybe the tire's giving up on this thing. Across the start-finish line, we'll have 3 laps to go. That's where we're at. Maybe 4 laps to go. I take that back. Take a look at Craig Marzon here running in the 4th position. Good run here for the 60 car. Another good effort for the 60. Didn't take him long, after joining up here at High Octane Racing League and get things going to win a championship. He's got a championship under his belt here in the Buschwackers series, and always has that car in contention. Magpul Dynamics Chevy Camaro here having a good night, running in the 4th position. On Gordon Carter here running in P6. A pretty eventful, about the last half of that first run. He had a little trouble there in the 56 car. But he's been able to bounce back here running in P6. Perfect example, man. He got a lot of practice here, and practice really does matter, especially at a track like this. And those finishes are starting to look really, really solid here for this 56 car. And he'll be out tomorrow night in the IndyCar series, mixing it up with those IndyCar boys at Gateway. As Alvarez now weaving his way through traffic here, rolling up on Givaldo. Givaldo running in the 15th position. Across the start-finish line as we are getting ready to cross the start-finish line for 2 to go. 2 laps to go here in the Buschwackers series. As Alvarez starting to roll up on the 89 car. 89 giving him a lot of room. And Franco Alvarez in control. Looking to rack up another win here in the Buschwackers series. Sifford running in the second position. He's got a pretty substantial lead, about 11-second lead over P3, which is Arthur Vieta. Obolite here running in the 13th position. He really downplayed his expectations here today. It didn't feel like he really had a good car for this track. And he is just trying to limp this thing home. Keeping a positive attitude out here in this 90 car. Looking at the big picture here, we're early on in the season, just race 3. So we're on the last lap, boys and girls. Final lap here at Sonoma. And Franco Alvarez up the hill and to the right. On his way, barring any major catastrophes, on his way to win here at Sonoma. With the 83 Tire Pro sponsor machine, a lot of laps throughout the week for him. A lot of preparation for the 83 car and that team, and it shows. It's a lot of laps in throughout the week, and the 83 looking to bring home another victory here in the Buschwackers series. Franco Alvarez. It's this hard right-hander, hard onto the onto the brakes. There's a little bit of celebration there, coming off the final turn, drifting it around, and Franco Alvarez is going to take the victory here at Sonoma. And hopefully he'll let me get a screenshot in. As Franco Alvarez gets the win. Good run there for him. And a little celebration by the 83 car. Another win for Franco and the crew. Got a big win last week, and now looking at another win this week. Lansbury finishing up, trying to finish this thing up, and decides, hey, here you go. So Frank, we got to give him some. Got to take a look at that. That was a heck of a jump there. Parts and pieces flying all over the place for that guy. Look at that again. That was a good one. Up the hill. And then almost over the fence. We'll give him a 9.99 for that one. So Franco Alvarez gets the win. Let's take a look at the final results. Franco Alvarez gets the win. Lucas Sifford finishes second. Arthur Vieta finishes third. Craig Marizan finishes in the fourth position. Claudio Bardelli Jr. finishes in P5. Gordon Carter finishes in the sixth position. Dana Grover, seventh. Dennis Uterchin finishes in eighth. Tim Lansbury, ninth. But we got to give him some extra points for that hell of a jump that he made. 10th will be Tiago Gomez here tonight. Finishing in P11 is Sean Jacobs. John Stanley finishes 12th. Todd Robillard 13th. Chris Hughes 14th. Givaldo Spindola finishes in 15th. Jomar Peixoto 16th. And Palumbo finishes in 17th. So congratulations to Franco Alvarez on getting the win. And we'll see if we can't get Franco Alvarez up in the booth with us. Get Franco Alvarez up here and join us in the booth. All right, Franco Alvarez joining us up here in the booth, and 2 wins. How about this one at Sonoma?
Hey, Mr. Johnson. Hey, everybody. Oh, that was a really fun one, I have to say.
Well, what was the secret there for you? Because it really looked like you had the heads and shoulders above everybody else here at this track. What's the secret there for you in tackling this track here?
The secret might be I was able to use the rear of the car to make the corners. My car was pretty loose, so that made my car point a lot on the corners. And I would keep the car straight counter-steering at the exit of the corners. That's how I made the majority of the time, basically.
Well, you're lightning fast there. Simpner looked like he was going on that one pit stop strategy. Were you aware of what he was doing? And if so, what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I knew right from the get-go that he would do that funky strategy. So my plan to abort that was to do 2 stops with 13 or 14 laps on each run. And basically push as hard as I can, do a qualifying lap the whole race, and open a gap enough so he can exit in front of me after his pit stop, and that's what happened.
And this track will take a lot out of you, with the elevation changes and just how hard it is to get this car around the track. And kudos to you and the Tire Pros crew on getting the win here tonight. And you got a big one coming up next week, North Wilkesboro, a little short track action. Have you been on that track? If so, how do you feel about it?
I still didn't make a single lap in that track. I know the track has a lot of history, so it's gonna be a fun place to race, a short track, a fantastic place to race. So let's see. I am really happy. Another win for the Tire Pros Chevy Camaro number 83. Now let's focus on the next one. So I hope we have a really fun race next one as well.
Congratulations, man. Good to see you in Victory Lane again, and good luck to you next week in North Wilkesboro and the rest of the season.
Thanks, man. I'll see you guys next week.
It's Franco Alvarez joining us up here in the booth. Good win there for him. As we mentioned, Sonoma Raceway, of course, tonight, and North Wilkesboro coming up next week, 135-lap race there, and that should be a fun one. A lot of guys have not seen this track here in RF2, so going to be a new one for pretty much everybody here. For the most part, everybody here who races with us. Well, the IndyCar Series will be back in action tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV. We will be at Gateway. That's right, man. Gateway. We just finished there in the stock cars, but we're in the IndyCars this week. And it is race number 6 of the season and our final oval in this series, of this 10-race series. So definitely on the back half here with Gateway, and excited to see how this turns out. This is coming up tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the High Octane Racing League IndyCar Series right here on TurnLeftTV. Saturday Night Thunder will be beating it up tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 40-lap race from Sonoma in the Saturday Night Thunder, the Cup Series, and that should be a fun one. Don't want to miss that one. Cup Series always fun. It's been 22 years this thing has been going on. So this is race number 2 of a brand new season, and they'll be at Sonoma. I want to say thank you so much for joining me here on the YouTube channel. Peace to everybody out there. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, whatever you got to do. Share my videos with all your friends, and don't forget to click on those links in the description of this race and support me here at TurnLeftTV. Invite your friends to come out and watch the races here. We have a lot of fun, and I have a lot of fun broadcasting these races as well. Don't forget to join us and share my videos with your friends. Tonight's race has been brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. If you're interested in an rFactor 2 server, there are 3 self-managed server packages for you to choose from. And that's who provides our servers here at HighOctaneRacing.net. And don't forget to join us over there. Thanks so much for coming in. That's going to do it for us tonight. I've had a good fun time, and congratulations to Franco Alvarez. I am out of here.